That the first qualifiers kicked off, and now here we are. The final showdown, the ultimate prize awaits at the end of all of this. But there's an awful lot of football to be played before then. The players are ready, and we're about to get underway. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. The crowd rises for the national anthem of Portugal. It's hard to imagine how those players might be feeling, but what do you think might be going through their minds, Jim?
Well, I think ultimately they'll be wanting to enjoy it, while at the same time trying to remember their tactical instructions and the jobs they've been assigned. I think both teams have had a wonderful tournament so far, so this should be an excellent final, Peter, and I'm desperately looking forward to it.
We're up and running then.
Well, having been involved in quite a few games of this stature, Peter, you can never get enough of this. It really is quite surreal.
The ball, oh no, what has happened here? Well, history tends to say that these finals are pretty tight games, Jim. Yeah. Same again, do you think?
Yeah, the odds are that's always likely to be the case, Peter, but I'd like to think that fortune will favour the brave here.
And it's Mendes.
Nuno Mendes really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pass somewhat off target. And here's Rafael Leao. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Shapes to shoot! Lofted upfield. Inacio kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Martinez. That has not gone well. Rafael Leao engages and forces him off the ball. Now it's Messi. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Now, can they get him away? No goals as yet. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Trincao. Neither of these two want to come off second best. And he shoots! Goal! Portugal! And on this biggest of stages, he opens the scoring. A truly wicked strike, nigh on perfection.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his head up as he went to hit it. He knew his landscape.
Portugal have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, Peter, the emphasis should now switch to winning it, rather than even thinking about losing it.
And this is Ronaldo, and he's gone backward here. Chance, surely! He's got a goal! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So that's two now without reply.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Portugal have scored two quick goals here and are firmly in the driving seat. 2-0 the score. Medina wants to run onto this. Ruben Neves. And Mendes. Rafael Leao. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Rafael Leao going forward. Fernandes. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Good chance here! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Rafael Leao clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
That's an untidy challenge, free kick given. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Yeah, and his manager is visibly annoyed with that, and that's one more thought that he didn't want to have to think about.
Look, we can't say that's a surprise, Peter. He knew what the consequences were, he really did. While sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Trincao. Good effort from distance. A real chance and a real let-off.
Well, he's hit it well enough for me. I suppose it could be a deliberate attempt to just draw that defence out.
Fernandes. And they win it back again. Now it's Trincao. Portugal heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. Thinks about the shot. Rafael Leao. Oh, that was vital.
Portugal are totally dominant in the middle of the park, a no-way-through zone.
Bruno Fernandes! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Look at the space here. Cristiano Ronaldo, and again! Argentina left themselves pretty well unguarded there, but they are still alive.
Oh, the manager might turn blue here any second. He's probably sounding it right now.
João Cancelo gets over and intercepts. Bruno Fernandes. Now it's Rafael Leao. No, that was never going to make it. De Paul. Argentina have a free kick. And that's going to be a booking. Romero. So we are halfway through this final. So we reach the halfway point. What does Jim Beglin have to offer at this stage?
Portugal really need to keep their focus now, Peter. They have the all-important lead, but their opponents are going to come at them with everything they've got in the second half, so they can't afford any switching off.
Half-time then, just 45 minutes between us and the climax of it all. Portugal sitting pretty here. 2 goals putting them into the driving seat. So straight into the second half. Almada. And it's McAllister. Ruben Neves did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Now it's Messi. That is a great pick out. Decent chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Messi plays it short. It's a good-looking delivery. And that was very necessary. Fernandes receives it in a good position here. Rafael Leao. Messi, and this is Messi. Just eases him off the ball. Rafael Leao has found the net here, of course. It's a good run he's making out on the left. We always look the favourite there. Portugal are 2 up early in the second half. Now it's Martinez. He's shifting. Oh, nada! Oh, that was a brilliant save. Bernardo Silva. Trincao. Medina. Defending was strong and firm. He's got away. Great ball. Oh, shooting chance! And he's stuck it away.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Gonzalo Guedes to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, it's no doubt a positive one. They want to make sure they finish the job from here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
Now it's Messi. Messi going face-to-face with his great rival. Spread out to the left. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Argentina needed that. They really needed it.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Fernandes. Portugal perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And that pass just didn't quite work. Just about up to 75 minutes. Now it's Rafael Leao. Now there's a fine ball.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks. Portugal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Well, it is a narrow lead, but they are clinging on to it right now. Just a few moments from glory. João Cancelo spots it and intercepts. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And now the breakaway. Now it's Martinez. In with the challenge. Now it's Martinez. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Knocks it into space. And he's in on goal. It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And this is Cristiano Ronaldo! It's bounced back off the post.
Cambio en Argentina. Número 16.
So we have movement on both benches.
Well, there is that saying, Peter, that if it isn't broke, don't try and fix it. But I suppose you don't want to risk anything in a game like this.
That's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, that was totally needless, Peter. This is one game you can't afford to lose your head. He's lost his discipline there.
Into the last 5 minutes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Well, they've got it again.
Portugal nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the whistle.
Se van a jugar 2 minutos de compensación.
João Felix. And this is... He's had a shot! Goal! And this is getting better and better. A finich of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Oh, what a touch. I mean, how good was that? Poetry in motion.
Portugal have surely won it, or so you would think.
Well, that's a really bitter blow. I think...
And that's it, a tale of triumph that started pretty much with the conclusion of last season and ends with the realisation of the ultimate dream for this set of players who are on top of the world, winners of football's ultimate game, its ultimate competition.
Well, Peter, they've been magnificent in this tournament, and I've loved the way they've approached every game so meticulously. But alas, time has beaten us, so all that remains is for me to thank you for joining us, and we bid you farewell. Bye-bye for now.
Señoras y señores, queremos pedirles su apoyo para nuestra fundación Mejor Estadio.